This is the news you can use, episode 8, hosted by your boy Big Surfgod. Go follow, like, and subscribe to this video. Tonight, we got a guest with us, Lyndrum Productions. Lyndrum, introduce yourself to the people.
Lyndrum in the building, man. I'm over here
Let's
at
go.
I'm over here at my designer's house trying to stay to the side. I want y'all to see these new creations coming up for the
I
world,
see
man.
it. I see the designer behind you, man. I see what
You're
you
not
got
supposed
going
to
on.
see that, man. You're not supposed to see that.
All right, today on the news, man, we got Offset and Carly B, man. Looks like Blueface let a little something out the closet and said that Krishan slid over Offset's spot in LA at Carly B and Offset's house. And they did their thing and he had receipts. And Offset claims he had nothing to do with it. So Carly B chimes in and says, me and Offset ain't been together in months anyway. We're not together publicly. Now nobody knew none of this information till today. So how you feel about that, Linda?
Wait. So you telling me Offset and Krishan hooked up?
Allegedly.
Man, this finna be crazy. But you know what? At the end of the day, like Cardi B said, I ain't been with that fool in months.
Right. And the world
Obviously,
didn't know this. This is new information. So when she chimed in
exactly,
and said that,
exactly. It's
that put
it's like it's like obviously something terrible went down for her not to be with him for months. So it's probably the same type of stuff anyway.
right. I'm not really sure, but I think they've broken up before behind him allegedly cheating or this, that, and this. And I don't believe because a man, goes out and step out sometime. If he perfect at the house and he does a lot of good things, black men don't cheat.
Say what?
I said, black man, we don't cheat, man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Offset, man. I hope him and Carly B.
Man, look, every man, every race cheats. That don't mean every man cheats.
Hey, that's facts. But so back to the situation. Like, this is new news. Like nobody knew. I want everybody to get in the comments. Let me know if y'all even noticed or had an idea, or that y'all even thought that this was going down. Because when Blueface came with that information and it hit the internet the way it did, I feel like Carly B felt like she had to say something. What do you think?
Right. Well, I knew that they were saying little stuff back and forth online, but never saying any names. You know what I'm saying? I know Cardi B has sent a message saying something about, you know, finding her true self, and you can't, really trust people, and or something to that nature. I know she said something off the wall that seemed a little suspect, but uh, yeah, you could tell that there was some energy going on there. But
Right. What do you think about what Kanye West said about Carly B being an industry plant and that, the reason why she's in the position she is because she was chosen. By whom? I don't know. But how do you
I
feel about
well,
that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. If you ask me, everybody's a plant because the industry chose you and planted you in the game. But I do know Cardi B had mixtapes before all that stuff jumped off. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B was rapping before she fixed her teeth. To keep
Do
it a
you
hundred,
do you think it's like a button that the industry presses on certain artists or people that they want to blow up to a certain light that they're able to make them blow up or what? You good over there?
I think my friendly ghost is playing with me right now in the
Casper.
in the in the in the in the cutting room. I'm in the cutting room at the designer, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, well, you know, she's always been, I don't know about, you know, a plant or whatnot and all that craziness. I'm sorry, I kind of got off track when that ghost started messing with me. What was the question again, my friend?
I don't know. Let's move on, man. I'm just asking questions that that's out there that people know about already. But back to the situation. So, do you feel like it was right for Blueface to expose that information, even if even if Chrisean and Offset did have a situation going or something happened, or if it didn't? Why do you think he would announce something like that or put that
Yeah,
information
nah,
out?
you I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even get in that. You know, unless you still in love. That's the only reason a brother would go out their way to try to, oh, guess what happened? You know, nah, that right there is, nah, we don't do that. You leave it, you charge it to the game if you're feeling some type of way, but at the end of the day, it's like, I hope he didn't, say that or expose that because that's
Honestly, I think it's like strategy and a way to keep itself relevant and to keep itself going and to keep
shit.
eyes on him.
He might be at the Cardi while you playing.
Hey, it could be clickbait, but I know he did do a song with Cardi, so I don't know. I don't
You
put
know what? Or they could just be cool and he letting this girl know what's up.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? They could just be cool and be like, look, I love you as a friend. You know, we've been rocking, we did songs together, whatnot. Check it out. You already ain't with the dude, so let me just tell you what happened.
Right.
Cause
So,
she ain't been with him for a minute.
nah, they ain't been together for a while, so it really don't make sense for him to go and try to. I feel like he didn't. Even if he did do it, he ain't gonna want nobody to know that. That's not something that real dudes ain't gonna go
Yeah.
around.
And if I told you something in confidentiality, wouldn't nobody know I told you. So that could be cap all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you ask
The
me, it's
only person
clickbait
that could give that information would be Cardi B.
facts. And
Yeah, you know what I mean?
well, Offset and Krishan, they're the only ones that will really know what happened between them, or if nothing happened at all.
Exactly. It could all be cap. I mean, you know what? In this industry, I don't put nothing past anything or anybody. It could all be cap for everybody.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It could be
Right.
the next move for a new album or a new movement, just like Snoop said he wasn't smoking. It
Think
sold a
about this.
and sold a
After
backyard fire burner. No
after
smoke.
after all the situation that they had this weekend or this week with his situation, next thing you know, he's promoting a new show on Zeus about finding a new artist and this, that, and this. So I really feel like a lot of this is smoke and mirrors and stage. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. And if you ask me, he is a marketing genius.
Listen, man, controversy is smoke. And where there's smoke, there's a new project.
New project in the works.
There's fire. Fire.
Makes sense. Makes sense. If you're watching this right now, make sure to jump in the comments if you want to chime in or if you want to, join the panel. All you have to do is like and subscribe to the Compton Surf God page. Go on both of our Instagrams and follow both of us, and then I'll send you the DM to the link to join the live in your Instagram. So if you want to join, come on and join.
Yo, in other nigga news, nah. Hey, check it out.
Yo,
Did you see that acapella that Mace did about Diddy, bro?
Which one? The old one or something new?
Nah, this was just recent. This was just it's on Instagram right now. Like he's I don't know, boy. He's spilling a lot of beans, bruh.
I gotta check that out.
He's insinuating allegedly that he been like everybody been knowing about this whole P Diddy thing, and that P Diddy loves to you know capitalize on the death of people around him and stuff like that. It's weird, bro.
That's crazy.
And he also insinuated that allegedly P Diddy ain't giving uh, Biggie's mom what she's supposed to get.
I mean, do you believe it? I think the proof is in the pudding. And Mom's has passed, so she's not able to speak. God rest her soul. You
Right.
know, God rest Biggie. And a lot of stuff is starting to come out because it's only so long that you can cover your tracks. Because nowadays we got the internet, people are doing research, people are looking up a lot of the old stuff. Even myself, I'm sure you chime in and check it out. And a lot
Yeah,
of the
but what I
stories, they just
yeah,
don't add up.
exactly. And when I say what I mean by giving her what she's supposed to have is there's an estate, my friend. There's Biggie's daughter. There's a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, that's that generational wealth that should have spilled on down.
Facts.
So what I mean by paying what giving the mother what she deserved basically means giving it to that estate, making sure that everybody in his family eats from money that he would have earned, got in his hand himself, and made sure that happened.
That's a fact right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Everybody ain't your friend, man. Everybody ain't gonna make sure that they look out for your best interests. A lot of people are for themselves. A lot of people are snakes, and you just got to watch out. You got to be able to see that and be able to feel that energy and know that
But,
everybody
but
ain't
see,
for
a
you.
lot of times you don't really know that energy. You can't prepare for that energy because people change when the zeros start adding up. When the zeros get longer, 10, $20, yeah, that's my dog. Two figures, oh yeah, we doing it. Three figures, oh man, yeah, yeah, let's party. Woo, woo. Four, five, six, seven figures, hey man, it's about business. Dollars change people, man.
And that's sad, man. And the people that I feel like let money change them is the people that never had money.
Never seen it. Never been in a situation to make money of that magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Or
Facts.
never been around people, never, and just feel like if I don't get it now, I ain't gonna ever get it. So they get real grimy.
Right.
And you lose a longevity situation of making big money just by trying to be greedy up front.
Right. I mean,
But
have you
you
ever
out after
witnessed
a
that
little bit.
firsthand for yourself?
Say what?
Have you ever witnessed that firsthand for yourself?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. It happened to me. You know what I'm saying? When the money got real big, you start seeing people move different. It
Right.
wasn't that same love no more. Sometimes people will rock with you till they ain't got to rock with you. And that's when you really see, you be like, dang, they weren't really rocking with me to begin with. It was
Yeah.
just hanging on to me to get to the next level.
So speaking of that, how do you feel about Krishan and the baby mama leaving Blueface? Do you think it's all like part of the strategy for them to draw in the audience, or do you
You know
think
what?
that
At the
they'll
end of the day, the way Chrisean was treated, I ain't mad at nothing she do.
and elaborate? How do you feel? Like you don't feel like he really put her on, or really did the work, or made sure?
I don't know. I'm not saying about all that. Here's the thing, man. I just have this thing where I like to see. the underdog come out of the dust, you know what I'm saying, and to triumph. And I'm sure throughout Krishan's life, there's been a lot of people like it. Kind of reminds me of that old Big Daddy Kane story, like from the old school back in the day. Big Daddy Kane was a hoodlum. He was fighting in the streets. He was doing his thing. Everybody's like, he ain't gonna be nothing. He gonna end up in jail of this, that, and the third, or somebody always fighting. Somebody gonna hurt him. Blah blah blah. And he turned all that energy into magic.
Right. So
And
do you feel like she should be loyal to Blue because he's the one that gave her the spotlight and
no,
sacrificed his
no, I
career?
feel like I feel like I feel like I feel like she should be loyal to who's being loyal to her.
So do you not feel like he's been loyal? You know, they've been through a lot. So this not a new couple. They probably been dealing with each other for the last 2.5, 3 years. And you know, for the
A
first
long time. A long time. But I also feel like
so he had to do a lot of taking care of, you know, she's just now coming up. So in those 2 years we didn't really pay well, a lot of people didn't pay attention like they're doing now. I'm sure he spent a lot of money helping her, taking care of her, molding her, dealing with her issues, dealing with her problems to get to this point.
but what is her problem?
I don't know. Whatever you see on the internet, I'm not the one to say. I see a lot on the
Exactly.
internet.
So okay, so if you know there's a problem and you decide if let me tell you something, if I really love my girl and I realized she had a problem or I realized there was some mental things there that obviously stemmed from her upbringing to where she would snap, she would do certain things. You mean to tell me nobody knew that TV would eat that up and use her to make money off of that? Off of her issues?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure TV felt like they were gonna eat her up and use her up for issues because we've seen TV in the past. This isn't the first time we've seen something like this. This is normal. This it's been normalized.
I feel
And
like this. I feel like this. He had a platform. He helped her, but in return, she damn sure helped him.
right. And right now on the news you can use podcasts. After the first 15 minutes, we light up some of that good old, you know what I'm saying? And you can do your thing, relax. You know, ladies, let your hair down. If you're watching, like and subscribe, comment. I see people popping in and out. I see we got 2 people watching live right now. I know it's gonna be a lot more. If you want to interview with Big Surf God, hit my DM, Compton Surf God, on Instagram. If you can't get in contact with me, hit up Lyndrum. Go on his page. He got beats. He's promoting music. We got a new single out right now called God Got You. Go check that out. Um, back to the regular scheduled program, Drum. But you know I gotta promote what we got going.
That's right.
So I feel the same way, drummer. But I feel like I'ma just keep it 100. She knew dealing with him from the jump was an opportunity. And
Absolutely.
if you're an opportunist, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get where you want
Absolutely.
to go. You're gonna take whatever treatment, whatever. And he knew that.
Absolutely.
He just couldn't control her once she got to a certain point.
Absolutely.
She was never gonna be loyal.
Nah, she
That's
was angry. But see, that's what I'm saying. That you, under regular circumstances, do you really think he would have been with her?
no. I think it's all been a business situation since the
That's my
beginning.
point, my dude. That's my
It ain't
point.
never is. That's why they're like, oh, that's not my baby. Oh, it's not your baby, because they're trying to figure out how to make the story go. That's not my baby. We're just business partners. Like, because they still have to deal with each other.
That's right. They're just business partners because he they're both exploiting each other. Let's just call it what it is. They're both exploiting each other. That's it. So you get what you get. You can't
And if
blame
this
him
is
for
real,
running. You
if
can't
this is
blame him for
real,
running it the way he run it. You can't blame her for running it the way she run it. Because they knew it was just a business venture.
If this was real, man, they would have been in a lot of trouble a long time ago.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want people to get so caught up in it till you just dumb down yourself about life, period. Like, come on now.
And any women that's watching this podcast and think that any of that is cool, and any man in real life is gonna accept that or deal with that,
It's
it's
not.
not gonna happen.
It's not. That's not the look. And I dare
That's not the look. That's not the behavior, and that's not the attitude of some woman that wants a man to herself and to be a wife. None of it. None of what I've seen is something that I would be like, "Oh, that's the girl I want to have a child by." And I'm sure he said the same thing.
man, at the end of the day, Krishan could be fooling all y'all.
I think they're both fooling all of us.
You know what I'm saying? The greatest acting squad on the team in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just depends, man. It just depends. And
And you
shit,
gotta applaud their performance because Hollywood has
tap,
always been
tap,
smoke and mirrors.
tap to the tap. That's my point. So at the end of the day, I think, I don't know, when you put stuff out there, I've been around it for a minute, man. And after you put stuff out there like that, it's like people gonna run with it however they gonna run with it. The key is as long as they tune in and keep them numbers coming.
Right. So how much driving force do you think the music is pushing? Do you feel like the music is holding any weight compared to the drama?
Oh, the drama is way hotter than the music.
If you could rate the music, because I don't know if you heard everything, because I haven't heard everything, but the stuff I heard, some of it is catchy.
Yeah,
Uh,
look, I know Blueface. I know Blueface as an artist first.
Facts.
I never, and I knew he was dope. You know what I'm saying? He was cool back before any of this stuff. As a as a, reality, uh, personality, I never really got into that anyway because I always just known him to be a solid ass artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never knew Krishan from music until Vibe, Vibe all the time. You know what I mean? And that's when all this other stuff started. So, you know, as
Facts.
far as music, I don't really know. You know what I mean? I don't know them like that. I know Blueface like that, but I don't know her like that. I just remember I went from, and then again, who am I? I just been checking it out just like everybody else, as much as you know I can see.
Facts. Um, and it's crazy. I mean, and to drag Carly B and Offset into this is the funniest shit ever. But it gave
Yeah.
all parties clout.
All I gotta say is Krishan moving up in the world
Really, she is.
because
Like
that's a
from the
different type of money. That's a different type of money.
right.
She went all the way to the East Coast.
Yeah. So on the news, you can use podcasts, man. We here to show love to new artists, up and coming YouTubers. If you have a business, if you have anything going on, you can hit either one of us on our Instagram, the Invisible Man, Lyndrum ENT, or you can hit up Compton Surf God, Big Surf God. And I left the links at the bottom if you want to join the stream. I left the link in the comments. But first, you got to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow both of us on Instagram. We'll see it and then we'll let you join up. But continue your conversation, Drum.
No, I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, man, it's like, what else do you expect though? Because Krishan is now at a different level. She can't just date the average dude. I mean, she can, but usually the average people don't really understand that lifestyle when you are being called to do all this stuff and you moving and pushing and kicking a lot. You really want to be with somebody that understand how the industry how it works,
Right.
so they will
So
know.
allegedly,
Okay, all that is cool.
Allegedly,
I know what we have to go through, so no problem. Go ahead. That might not work for the average person. So her moving
allegedly,
around with another star that allegedly ain't even in a relationship anymore, kudos. May the best
right.
girl win.
So look,
Brooklyn
she
versus
supposedly been
Baltimore.
riding around and hanging out with a Trippy Red homie K Suave. She done switched up and got her a new boo, and she about to do a remix. She been posting his music and supporting him, and that got to be a kick in the face to Blueface to say you're over here supporting and helping other artists when I'm the one that put you on. So the only person that you should be helping and trying to make bigger is me. And I feel like that's what keeps him so involved. That's why he's always in a drama with her because he know at this point she bring the views.
Exactly, but I don't, it's kind of hard to say because, like I say, Blueface got his own thing anyway. You know what I mean?
Hey, he's all he and he got music. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like musically she's
And if
been
you
doing a
think
good
about it,
job.
he could get anybody and turn them up just like he did her. You know what I mean? So, but you got, like I said, at the end of the day, Chrisean still got her own vibe. She's still gonna bring. It's a vibe all the time. She trying to tell you,
All right,
she's a vibe.
speaking on
She's
that,
still
drummer.
gonna bring that audience because
How
people
do
like what she is. You know what I mean?
how do you feel about the music? How do you feel about her musically?
That song is. I like that song. I haven't heard much of anything else, but
My point.
that that song was pretty dope. Like you know,
So do
expressing.
you feel like she's capitalizing on her 15 minutes of fame? Because you know how this industry works.
Right. But that's why I'm like, I'm hoping a lot of it is acting because I could see her in a lot of films representing a strong female.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
I could see
if she did
Blueface
get a movie.
in a film representing, you know what I mean? Like I could see both. That's why I'm saying I hope it's all not necessarily cap, but extended acts of drama to keep people involved. You know how that go. But at the
Right.
same time, because man, at the end of the day, I'm rooting for whoever's trying to do anything at this point, especially when it comes to us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't care if she do it with she blow up bigger with Offset. I don't care. Blueface bring another chick and blow up bigger with than her, or Blueface hook up with Cardi B and they do a track, do a joint together. I just want to see a lot of good come out of it and no more destruction. How about that?
I mean, I just chime in, this, for the fans, for them to hear us talk about it. But yeah, either way it went, it wouldn't matter to me. I would always want to see everybody in the party to do great.
Exactly.
Krishan, his baby mama Alexis, him, Cardi B, Offset. I want everybody to do great. I have no bad blood or problems or issues towards anybody. It's just trending topics. This is the news, so
Of course.
this is the news they can use. So they just getting our opinions on it. As males, for us to even be talking about this is it says a lot about us.
Uh, obviously, they are already big enough.
All right, so sports. How you been feeling about sports lately? Have you been watching the sports? And let me know because I don't know.
Well, man, I'm Lakers all day.
How they been doing? Because I'm out here,
Lakers, oh
I'm
man,
out Sac and Sacramento Kings they've been lighting up that light every other night.
Lakers just won a tournament in Vegas, bruh.
What?
Yep, yep. Right before I left Vegas, it was a tournament. They won, bro. They won like uh for the first time, man. LeBron, they set it off, boy. LeBron was playing like he was 25.
Damn, boy, I got a little glitch there, man. Y'all seen that on camera, boy? They almost caught me. You seen that one, drummer? But
What you do, man?
nothing much. I'm
Uh,
gonna clip that. I'm gonna clip that. I
No,
was,
don't clip it.
I'm gonna talk
Don't
about it
clip it.
later. I'm gonna clip it because it was
Don't
funny.
no cap. No cap. No
I
cap.
gotta
Don't
clip
clip.
it because it was hilarious.
Don't clip.
Whoever's watching
That's
right
why
now,
you
y'all
don't
saw that.
that's that's why you don't clip it. Leave it there. Authentic.
Let them catch it.
Authentically yours.
This live, so we can't edit or we ain't gonna do none of that.
That's why I say
We not them
authentic.
other podcasts. We do this live,
Let it fly.
by the people to the people. But Drum, I was about to ask you something. What I was gonna say? Okay, that threw me off right there.
Well, you know what? Based on all of this stuff, like you're talking about uh, news you could use and all these different platforms, all this music, all this sports and this. I've been seeing a lot and hearing a lot of talk about more black artists and entertainers, actors, sports, uh, big dudes in sports and stuff. Everybody coming together and start building some. You know what I mean? Start building some
Right,
schools, some rec centers, some banks, some loan companies, something that all of this greatness actually gives back to the people that put them there in the first place.
facts. I would love to
Because the
see that.
black
I
culture
mean,
is responsible for a whole lot of cultures getting rich.
right,
We ain't gonna even go into fashion.
right. We ain't gonna even talk about that. You know what I'm
Woo,
saying?
mega money, mega money.
But
So that
our culture is one of the biggest cultures in the world. But when you go out in the world, we're not respected, and I can't blame myself for that because there's so many people that play a part of that. So it's gonna take a lot of us to change the narrative on how people look at us. That's why I call myself Big Surf God. You know what I'm saying?
you know
For
what
catching real friends, God.
you know what it takes. It takes a bunch of the elite black whatever you are in whatever field you're in to take all of their business to one black source, and that black source is who everybody's going to contact and look at. That
Facts.
one black source is who people are going to go to get their information about black culture. We are the biggest influencers in the world when it comes to music, fashion, dances, everything. Period. Everything swaggy is coming from brown, brown and black.
So how do you feel about the dance culture right now? And I feel like TikTok has brought dance culture back.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it definitely put it back, on the forefront.
Right. And how do
And,
you feel,
and
how do you feel about the music that's going with the TikTok? Do you feel like people are actually liking the music, or do they just like the rhythm and the beat to dance to it? Because it's a big difference between that.
yeah, it's a big difference. I think it's 50-50. I think people like the music. Some people really like the music, but then again, I think some people just like the music because the dance went so well to that song.
I'm gonna tell you what I like about all of it. I like the fact that artists that I've never heard of, never seen in my life, is blowing up on TikTok because of
Because
whatever
of a
people like.
dance.
Right. And they're
Right.
getting the opportunity to go make money and feed their family and become uh, independent artists without having to sign to these labels or these 360 deals and deal with all the stuff that comes with and behind that.
Exactly. It's like news you could use. If every black entertainer starts saying, "Yo, we coming on your show tomorrow."
Facts.
Everybody that loves all of those black artists, guess where they finna tune in at?
Right here on the
Exactly.
news you can use.
All right, now who owns that? A black man, right? There you go. We got our own entertainment. We ain't got to ask nobody. We ain't got to pick. We ain't got to worry about, well, we won't get picked because we ain't hot or we don't know them or such and such don't own that station. So blah. It don't have to be the biggest artist. You even you put people on that have done things like, but at the same time, you have to stop like only catering to rich black people. You got to cater to the little dudes too. That
That's what this
eventually is,
platform is
you see what
about.
I'm saying? You start building. You can't just go to Vlad and go to all these different places that don't give a damn about your young youth.
Facts.
Period. Because the
You got to
youth,
come right here to the new. Hey,
everybody
Drum.
that's large today was the youth yesterday.
Hmm. They got to come right here to the News You Can Use podcast and get a real interview by the people, for the people. And, we build together. And that's
And
why I deal with the smallest artists, the
when I
biggest
say
artists.
interview, I mean interview, not a setup.
Right. Not me on here talking about what case or who you beefing with. I don't ask those kind of questions because that's not irrelevant to your music. I ask the kind of questions that's irrelevant to your music. Even when I chime in on what's going on in the news, I don't get too deep off into these people's lives where I'm bashing anybody or I'm trying to,
Nah, never that.
push hate on
Never.
anybody. We push love on the News You Can Use, and we got love for everybody. We're not biased. We do give our real opinions, but we have a conscience over here. You know what I'm saying?
I dig that. I would dig that. I really do.
All
So
right,
when you
so
talk
for the
about,
people, wait, Drum, hold on. Because we talk about all that, but let's get into it because we got some real stuff going on. Uh, this is a platinum producer. I don't know if y'all know who Lyndrum is. I know y'all might have seen him on a couple of my other podcasts. He on this side, so I'm going like that. And I think having him on my platform is just a blessing in it all. So if you watching, I need y'all to put some likes and some subscribes on here. Do your research, get to know who this person is. Follow him on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. And come jump on the News You Can Use and get you an interview, get your business promoted, get your music promoted. We will be listening to music and chiming in with music. We're building this platform from the ground up. You guys are watching it. No paid for views, no paid for anything. Everything that we got is organic, and we doing it from the bottom up. Go check out my YouTube shorts. My YouTube shorts is doing over 33,000 views a day. A lot of these interviews you see is going to be chopped up into YouTube shorts, and they're going to do a lot of numbers as well. So if you're supporting the News You Can Use on the Compton Surfgod page, I want you to put a thumbs up. I want you to like and subscribe, and I want you to know you supporting the real and not the fake. But let's
yeah,
continue.
man.
Lindra, musically, what do you got going on? Because I've seen you dropping beat after beat after beat, and I'm like, who he coming with it? So what do you got musically coming? Let me know. Let the people know.
Well, I got a couple of things happening with a few artists, known and unknown. Um, I like to play the background, and I also like to put my money on the long shot and represent the small guy because, there was a time when I had prayers and wishes and dreams, and it took somebody to see me and say, "Hey, I go for it. I'm a support you." And that's what I feel like. I love your humility on this show. I love what you're doing, and it's very intriguing that to see somebody trying to do it without bashing everybody they talking about, just basically saying what other people are saying out there and asking his audience what they think, but also trying to keep a positive narrative at the end. You can say what you want, but at the end of the day, the end result is wishing everybody well. And I think if we had more of that, we would be better off. You know what I mean? But I'm working on a lot of stuff, man. Right now, I'm working on some instrumental albums. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with the former lead singer of Blackstreet. We're working on a new album, and just some news. I said too much already, but just a lot of different stuff. You'll see it. You know what I'm saying? I even got some stuff coming out with this kid called named Surfgod. So everybody will see it, man. Like, but like you know me, you never hear me brag or boast about anything. I like to stay in the background. I'm more of a facilitator. I like to see people win. I've definitely put people on, and nobody even knew about the fact that I did that. But but that's just how I roll. I like to find a diamond in the rough and wipe it off and make it shine. Let
Facts.
it shine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making it shine. It's already shining. I just put it in the window. And I love to see people thrive, man. You know what I mean? So if I can be of any help in that manner, any day, any time, that's who I
Facts.
am. You know what I mean?
So, what do you think about just the LA rap scene right now? Just like if you could pick an artist that you would want to work with to do some music with, who do you feel like is one of those guys?
Man, honestly, uh La Russell.
I like
La
Lil Russell
Russell.
too.
And this kid not too many people know about named Bing Bing.
Bing
I would
Bing,
love
shout out Bing Bing, shout out Lil Russell, man.
yeah, I would love to see them too.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get Bing Bing on the News You Can Use podcast and do an interview with him. I
Yeah, we
just did an
definitely
interview yesterday. If y'all watching, I did an interview yesterday with JB, and that went viral, man. Y'all go check that out. And y'all check out this interview. Y'all check out all the interviews we doing. This is only episode 8. So we just
yeah, I
started
think they
this a
should
month
because
ago.
these interviews are basically gonna turn into you're gonna start seeing the faces and hearing the sounds of the people we're talking about. So it's good to know where it came from and where you start hearing about it first before their record came out or their video popped out. So you just never know what type of information you're getting until you tune in and really hang with it.
So yeah, after this, I got the Root of God interview coming up. I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
Lyndrum want to chime
root
in and
of
say
God,
it.
man. Root of God, female MC. I'm talking about smooth. I'm talking about smooth, smooth. She got that LA. She got that that smooth, just jazzy, artsy, poetic. It's clean. It's clean. She dope.
Fact. So yeah, I'm lining that up with her right now. We chopping it up. So I'm gonna make sure I get that tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it tonight. I might drop it tonight. I might as well. You know, I usually do about 2 podcasts a day. Um, I'm thankful that my boy Lyndrum jumped on here with me. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done a full, real interview with Lyndrum. I feel like I've been, asking him questions and he been letting y'all know who he is little by little. But this guy right here is like a platinum producer. As you can see, he in the closet with the purse gallery. They're doing all kind of designs and building all kind of different things. Y'all gotta tap in. Follow this guy on Instagram.
Shout out to my people, man. Y'all are hear about it. We're over here. I'm in Long Beach right now. I'll be back in Vegas soon. But yeah, man, it's supporting anything from the ground up.
How's the weather
Loving
out there in the city,
loving my
man?
black people, man. Let's get it.
How's the weather out there?
Oh, it's very nice. Cali is crunk right now. It's cold at night, as you can see, but uh today, man, I was in a t-shirt, chilling on the front porch like back in the day.
I hear that. So, how do you feel about? We got some new music coming out by different people right now. Who have you heard that got new music out so far? Like the Nas album. Like who you digging right now?
You know what? Honestly, I'm in a very creative to keep it all 100, no cap, man. I can't even elaborate on too many or too much because I'm in a creative state right now with a bunch of different people, and just when I'm in that situation, I have to not. I really don't listen. I mean, I pay attention to what's going on, but I really don't listen to too many people's new stuff or follow this, that, and the third because I'm in the studio too much myself to even pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to be creative when you're always listening to somebody else's creativity. So I try to stray away from flooding my ear with that. And just being brutally honest, man, I could not tell you. Like I and LaRussell is because every time I go to Instagram, LaRussell is putting it in your face, and I just love what he's saying. I love where he come from, what he's doing, and stuff like that. So that's why I spoke on that. But and then all the other artists that I'm working with, they have so much uh, creativity and ideas. For me, when we're working on music, I really don't have time to get into what anyone else is doing. You know how when you got to zone in to yourself, you know what I mean? Like Kobe don't care about who else is on the court. He just zone in and make sure he's the best him. You know what I mean? Like that type of mentality. So that's where it's been right now. You know, I want to keep selling records. I want to keep selling out like I always do. And I think I could do it again. And I do
Yes,
mean
sir.
records. Yeah. So, you know, I haven't been listening to a lot, man, honestly, right now. Get at me in a couple of months. I'll unload on you about who I think is this, that, and third. You see how I just stayed out of that drama?
Yes, sir. That's how you
That's
got
the
to do
key,
it.
man. That's the key when you're doing you, you don't you can't be involved in it. You know what I mean? Nobody will ever be able to say what you said because you're too busy doing you. You're too busy trying to master your vision.
Facts.
So, you know, that's where I'm at with it.
You got to keep your head to the sky, man. You know how that go.
That's right.
Um, life throws a lot of different things at you, but the strong survive, man. And being strong and being having faith in yourself and believing in yourself is key. That's just the key right there. You know what I'm saying, Drum?
Yeah, man. And yeah. And I advise lock yourself in that room, whether it's designing, whether it's music, whether it's acting, whether it's sports, whether lock yourself in that gym, lock yourself in there and only focus on you. Beat you every day and you'll be the best you. That's it.
You gotta be the best you. And the only way that you can do that is you gotta be focused. And you gotta
And
let
I'm
all
a
of
true
that bad
believer.
energy and
I'm a true believer, man, that the universe shows up. God will
facts.
show up for you when he is what you're doing behind closed doors. If you're sitting there constantly working and practicing and trying and trying and trying, that's when it'll show up. But
And that's
if
some news you can use right there, ain't it?
absolutely, so don't sit
That's the news.
around.
That's
Don't
the
just
news.
talk about it on Instagram, but you ain't working on it 24/7. Or don't just
Facts.
talk about it on social media if you ain't really burning the candle from both ends. And I'm finna do this, because usually when you're busy doing it, you ain't really got time to talk about
Facts.
it.
And
So
man,
I just tell people do the best work when nobody's looking. And then when they are looking, you just being you and it'll shine.
facts. Being yourself is the best thing you can be. Trying to put on a character, man, you gotta do that
Man,
every
that's
day,
hard work.
24 hours a day. That's too much work to
That's too
try to
much work.
portray something you're not.
That's too much work. I like to wake up in the morning and just know that I'm myself and that's dope because I work hard at it. I don't want to wake up every morning and got to put on some fake persona to please this thing people think I am. That's why I don't get in the limelight. I don't get up front because I like it back here.
Right. So with all these
Been there,
beats,
did all that.
been there, done it. So with all these beats you dropping, man, what is the plan? Like, are you just displaying to the people just your whole arsenal? How many
Well,
beats are
it's
you dropping?
1,000.
1,000 beats.
1,000. But it's not just dropping them. They're actually going out. They're actually going out for syncing and advertisement for movies, for scores, for commercials, for video games. That's where I'm at. And for purchase for artists. And I'm working with up new and up and coming artists, giving them a couple of tracks. If it might be for free, or it might be for something that's you know that you can afford based on your budget or whatnot. But it's if I love it a lot, yeah, you getting one. You getting one. You got it. You got it for free. That'd be my way of showing love and support, no doubt. So I'm doing a catalog, man. I dedicated myself to doing a catalog for syncing and for advertisement and so on and so forth
Right.
for with 1,000 tracks, and it's coming along. Meanwhile, working with other artists from platinum to artists still practicing in the backyard. So anything that's love, man, I'm with it.
Right. So I feel like, man, I've been listening to a couple of them tracks, man, and if anybody here does music or know anybody who does music, y'all go follow Lyndrum's Instagram, man, and get y'all some of them beats like I've been saying, cause it's some hits, it's some hits in there. What inspired you to even do this?
I don't know. I really don't know. I was sitting there one day and I was listening to everything that's out, and then it started feeling like one big remix to me.
Right,
Like I was listening to the radio and I'm like, and then that song go off and then I'm like, and then I'm like, it just starts sounding like one big act, one big. It was almost like we're being forced to be one way,
right,
and I was just like, nah, you know what? They say don't complain about it, do something about it. So I just decided to. It was just something for me, you know what I mean? Not that all these tracks are going to be heard by the average person, but it was just something I wanted to do to completely break away from, you know, that vibe and do other genres, do other sounds, do new hip hop, do some fresh stuff, do some stuff that ain't ever been heard of or ever thought of. Just music that make you move, make you feel, you know what I'm saying? Not just all sounding the same. So I dedicated some time to that, and that's what this drum 1,000 folder is about. And
okay,
you're gonna hear a little bit of everything in this genre in this catalog.
okay. So do you got like a specific beat that you like out of all of them? And 1,000 is a lot, but if you could narrow down to three beats, which
No,
ones are you
there's no
willing
way.
to?
There's no way. I am on 925. There is no way I can narrow it down. I haven't even look. I'll go back sometimes. I'll go back to the 100s, browse the 200, browse 300, browse. I'll go back down to number one, and I'm just like, wow, did I do that? You know what I mean? So I guess when you build something and it's your baby, you gotta love it. You know what I mean? So I
Right,
just start putting a little taste of it online to give people a little glimpse into what I'm doing. Like I said, some of the tracks that you do hear, you will hear major artists on them. So if you listening, you'll be like, oh wait a minute, I heard that on Instagram. Now such and such is on it. But I just wanted to do something from a production standpoint that's never really been done.
right,
Nobody's ever like put out that type of situation with 1,000 beats. You know what I mean? 1,000 compositions because it's not just beats. there's real live hand playing music on this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And that's some news you can use right there, man. I like the track that we did with Crit Mac, man. The No Problems track. If y'all watching this, go stream No Problems. It's on all platforms. You can look it up under the Big Surf God page. It's dope, man. How do you feel about that track? Free Crit Mac too.
Oh, I like it, man. I like it. You know, of course I like it. I would like to hear part two and part three. You know what I'm saying? Like the saga continues.
Facts. You got to do a remix or what? You need a full Surf God 16 on there. If you ask me.
I would like to grab a couple of artists from your show and throw on it.
Right, right. Put a
You know what I'm
couple
saying?
people in
Like I
there.
would like to make it because that's basically what it is. Don't want no problem. Don't want no problem.
Right, that's some news you can use. Y'all go support that. Y'all go stream that. But how do you feel about Charleston White doing a live show and getting
Man, I
attacked by
saw
his
that.
fans?
I saw that. I was just like, you know, but you know what? I think he gets a kick out of it because eventually, if you're speaking reckless about that much stuff, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna ruffle some feathers. But the other part that amazes me too, though, is how easily remotely controlled people are. Like he it's so easy for him to ruffle your feathers till it's like, where is your stability?
Right,
But somebody really got at him and they tried to take it there. I mean, they didn't really do much, but that's that's a cause to like, bruh, you might want to be quiet a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some news I can use. Like, it's cool when he just break down a situation or he show he is intelligent. He is pretty bright when it comes to certain situations, but bashing people and stuff like that, that's always gonna cost. That's always gonna get you challenged.
right.
So,
And
you know, at the
that's
end of
some
the day,
news you can use,
he
right?
crazy. He crazy. I wish him the best, man. I hope he'll never get hurt. But it's a lot of people out here, man, that they live to hurt people. So it is what it is.
Right,
But the brother making his cheddar, and I don't know, they're saying he's sent to do that to get
right.
you in trouble. So y'all need to be careful. Don't be so remotely controlled by what other people say,
Yeah.
and it makes you act out of character. That's where it's weird at.
I think overall though, like he means well, and
Yeah.
he's probably tried to get that message out in a positive way and say it in a good way
And
and
then
do
he
it
just decided I'm finna piss some people off. Now they gonna listen to me.
right. Because when you fighting for people and you watching all these other people be the reason why these people is even acting this way, and you glorifying and making it look cool, now I gotta be the person to I gotta be the extinguisher to the fire.
Yeah, but that shit has its day. You keep playing with fire, you're gonna be sitting in the middle of it, burning your ass off.
And I think he signed up for it. It don't do nothing but make him look like more of a citizen. Because what
That's what
person
I'm
in their
trying to
right
say.
mind is
That's
going
what
to
I'm trying
attack?
to say. When you think about it, you have to ask yourself, is it a setup? And
Right,
if it's not, uh, I'm gonna be praying for him
right.
because no man should be hurt over words. That's crazy.
That's a fact.
But yo, bro, I hate to cut it off, bro, but I got to get on up out of here, get out their spot, let them go on and finish up their thing, and get on and do my thing so I can be prepared in a minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because
We
we
was
going
on
to
for
the
some
wee
good
hours.
30
We going
minutes
to the sun
anyway.
come up.
So we passed 30 minutes. We at an hour right now. That just hit the hour mark. We have people chime
Wow,
in.
that's crazy, bro. I'm just, man, come on. talking to you, man, it's just like we chop it up. You know what I mean? I didn't even feel it. So that's love.
Yeah, we got a whole hour in, man, and I appreciate it. You know how we do. And this is some news you can use. If you watching this at the hour, you a real fan and you really like what you seen,
We got to get some. You got to get some perks for your fans, man.
I'm gonna put y'all on here. I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna let whoever's watching this at this hour hit my DM.
And
Hit
look,
my
they ain't
DM
even
and say I watched it. Say I
and
watched
don't.
it the whole hour, and I want to get on the news you can use, and I want to chime in, and I'm gonna let you get in, and I'm gonna send you the link when I go live tomorrow or later on tonight.
Yeah, man,
But
do me a favor, man. Do me a favor. If you really gonna look out, like if they a fan, they ain't even gotta be an artist. They ain't gotta be none of that. Just let them in the room and let them just sit there and enjoy and throw in their little 2 cents. Look, you know me, I'm always trying to throw people in, right? But I'm saying like they ain't gotta be some big, you know what I mean. They just but let them sit there as an artist member and I mean an audience member and on the live. If they got something to say, they can say something. Get back to the people, man. They'll give you more.
yes, sir, yes, sir. So y'all heard it from the man, man. So if y'all want to get on the news, you can use podcasts. It ain't that hard. We know bigger than the program. Um, my toast is I'm not bigger than you. I'm not smaller than you, but I'm right with you. You know what I'm
Hey,
talking about? I'm right with you. Let me say it again. I'm not bigger than you. I'm not smaller than you, but I'm right with you. And you know I'm a Libra, so I actually mean that. So you know this is the news you can use podcast. And if you want to get on here and chop some real game with some real people, come on to the news you can use. You know what I'm saying, drummer? You hear me?
yeah, get in while the getting is good, because you never know.
And if you hear me knocking, let me in. You know what I'm
Open,
saying? Let me
open
in
the
the
door,
door.
open the door, open the door,
Don't
open
leave
the
me
door.
outside. Don't have me outside knocking at the door at 3 in the morning talking about, hey, it's cold out here. No,
Who's
let me
there
open
peeking
the
in the
door up.
window?
You hear me? Open up the door. And you know, the 10 o'clock news, man, we do it a little different, man. You know, it's for the grown ups because I feel like at 10 o'clock, your kids should be asleep. What you think, Drum? Them kids should be asleep, right?
Hey, it's a weeknight. They ought to be
And
in the bed.
on the news you can use after the first 15 minutes, what we do, drummer?
Ooh wee.
Ooh, wee wee. You know what I'm saying? We the real smoke and drink champs over here, but we just do it in a discreet way. We do everything in a real business way, in an elegant way. You know, we ain't on here getting wasted. I might have a couple shots, but I'm gonna drink my tea with it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it very respectful, but this is for adults to chime in too. You know, if you're trying to get your kids some game and let them know, there's some news they can use by your parental advisory, then you go ahead and let them watch, but don't let them watch after 15 minutes. You hear me, Drum?
There's the disclaimer.
Hey, after 15 minutes, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Ooh wee.
Ooh wee.
So we about to get up out of here, man. And you know what, Drum? I really appreciate you, man. You one of the realest ones I know, and I've always told you, whatever I got going, I'm always make sure we do it and build it together because we are a team. We are one. You know, you're a brother, you're an uncle to me. So I got to
That's right.
do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm always gonna support you as well, man, because that's what we need more of.
And that's because this is some news you can use. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And the best thing to know is that you don't know.
And we had some viewers in here, and that was amazing, man. I seen all of them chiming in. I left them some links down low. They didn't comment or do anything, but they were there watching, and they stayed the whole hour. I appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? That's growing. I want people to know this is only our eighth podcast. We just started this page maybe a month ago, and we weren't into this at first. We didn't make no big announcements. We didn't leave from no other podcast coming to a new podcast. We just started this. You know what I'm saying, Drummer? And I've been telling Drum the whole time, we gotta start a podcast. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. And it's always that we gotta, but when you really do it and you start accomplishing things and it's growing, ain't that a beautiful feeling, Drum? I think we should clap for ourselves for that shit.
That's it. Just take the first step, man. Just take the first step and let the rest follow.
And it's gonna get bigger and better. It's gonna get bigger and better. We're gonna do live interviews. I'm gonna do a lot of different content on here. Commentation and different. You know,
Every show in the world, every podcast, every entertainer, every news, every show, everything started with day one. Started with trying it for the first time. And that's it. So the sky's the limit, my brother.
yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And they right here in the smoke hour. The grown ups do what they do, and real players talk their truth. You know what I'm talking about? And this some news you can use on the News You Can Use podcast. And if you tuning in at 1 hour and 6 minutes with me and Lyndrum right now, you a real one. And you the type of people we want on the podcast because you believe in us and we believe in you. Ain't that right, Drummer?
That's right. I'm telling you, give these people, give them some perks, man. Give your people some love. They'll
So
stick
that's
around.
the news you can use. You know
And
what
then
I'm saying?
when we take it to the stage and it's actually on TV, they get free tickets because
And we gonna do live
it's
shows.
going there. It's going there.
We're
You
gonna do
grab
live
it.
shows of the news you can use live. You know what I'm saying? Where we chime in about everything and we talk that talk and we walk that walk. You know what I'm saying, Drummer? This is gonna grow into something bigger than what people think. You
Man,
know,
imagine, let me leave y'all with this. Imagine the first person that said, I know water's free, but I'm gonna put some in a bottle and sell it to everybody.
yes, sir.
Yeah, probably thought he was a dummy, huh? Look at me now.
He said, "I know." I'm gonna say it for y'all. He said, "I know water is free, but I'm gonna put water in a bottle and I'm gonna sell it to all y'all, and y'all gonna buy it." And when he told people that idea, they said people would never buy bottled water. Water is
You
free.
stupid. You got to be out
Well,
your
look
mind.
in your kitchen right now. Look in your pantry and see if you got some bottled water. I don't. I don't got no bottled water. You got bottled water. Then you was the one that fell for it. But I'm the one that's selling. It's some news you can use. You know what I'm saying? And if you're watching this, like I said, we want you to be on the panel with us when we doing this. Not just any old body, but the people who really like and subscribe to these videos that I'm dropping, that supporting me, that got my page at a couple 100,000 views in 1 month, almost 1,000 subscribers. All these likes and comments I'm getting every day from y'all. Y'all the reason why I'm doing the news you can use. Y'all gave me the motivation, so now I'm gonna give back by y'all putting y'all on the platform that y'all helped me build. This is for the fans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Drummer?
That part.
So this is the news you can use, episode 8. We got Lyndrum in here. I appreciate you, my brother. And we signing out.
Peace.